Mannfred von Carstein was the most cunning and sorcerous of all the von Carstein bloodline. This vampire is the sole perpetrator of the Third Vampire War. And as opposed to Vlad's power and Conrad's bloodthirsty nature, Mannfred would use strategy and his powerful necromancy to conduct his war. His library of dark lore surpassed all others. With no other contenders for the throne, he became the undisputed ruler of Sylvania. This is where our story begins. Mannfred had bid his time wisely, and let a decade pass before Sylvania mobilized or posed any sort of threat. The Imperials were left unaware and let a vicious civil war destroy their fighting power. His patience was one of his strongest attributes, as it allowed him to raise dead, coerce allies, and rouse up spirits from their decrepit tombs for his army. When the Empire was finally on its last leg, he deemed it the right time to strike, and in the brutal depths of winter, his legions crossed the Sylvania border. His winter assault showed the true extent of his military prowess, as the cold had little effect on the flesh of the undead. In contrast, the armies of the electoral counts had already disbanded from the summer's campaigning season and were caught wholly unprepared for this sudden and brutal attack. His undead legion trudged through the snow, leaving a body count behind from the hastily and ill-trained armies the Empire had assembled, only to have the same dead fill his ranks and accompany him on his winter campaign toward Altdorf. A string of Sylvanian victories sent thousands upon thousands of villagers to flee their homes unless they be put to the sword by the grave guard, only to freeze to death in the vicious winter and join the grave guard instead. Mannfred's massive army arrived in Altdorf by the dead of winter, only to find the city seemingly undefended. He would soon attempt to take this city and accomplish what would land him in the pages of old world history. Will Mannfred prevail and instill a vampire empire? Or will the electoral counts band together and drive the unholy invader back to Sylvania? Tune in next time for the conclusion to the history of the Third Vampire War, Part 2. Take care, guys.